we do here is go back.
It be the boogie tempo.
DJ
I know you gonna dig this.
Hip-hop artists to the top of the world.
Yo, it's your boy Jupiter Frost, and we are back again with another episode of Hip-Hop Predictions. I'm in the heart of my city right now.
Hold on. This is not his city. Port of Spain is my city.
Well, alright, so I'm in the heart of his city right now, and in case you didn't know, this is Kevin G Da Costa, aka Johnny Bravo. We're about to get into this interview right now. Stay tuned. Alright, so as you know, we are back again with Hip Hop Predictions, and today I'm here with the man Kevin G Da Costa, aka Johnny Bravo. What's up, Kevin?
I'm good. How are you, Mr. Jupiter?
Good to meet you, man.
You too.
Yeah?
Hey, my name is Kevin G Da Costa. My fans call me Johnny Bravo. I've been a professional bodyguard for 27 plus years. I am also the CEO of V.I.P.P.S Limited. We offer specialized protective services from regionally, locally, internationally for all high-profile clients.
All right. So, Kevin, tell us a little bit about your years growing up. We know that you left Trinidad very young, and you went out there. Tell us a little bit about your early life,
My early life, when I left Trinidad, I think the age of 5, I went to elementary school, middle school, and high school.
And this is where?
In Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston, Massachusetts. Cool. So you went, in high school, I know you said you did a little bit of football and stuff like that.
Yeah, American football.
Yeah?
And also track and field.
Right, so tell us a little bit about those years.
Those years was good. I became All-American in track and field and All-City for football for Dorchester High School.
All right. So tell us what happened after you left high school.
After I left high school in '94, class of '94, I went to the military.
Military?
Yeah, I went to the military, yeah.
Wow, so you're a military guy.
Yes, sir.
Properly trained, right?
That's a fact.
All right. So tell us a little bit about what happened in the military and how you ended up back.
I went to the military and did about 2.5 years, a little small mishaps. Then I ended up doing, after that, I ended up doing bodyguard protective services.
Right, so you left the military.
Yeah, I left the military, yeah.
You went and did a course to become a bodyguard. You went to train at that training.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so what happened after you went and did that course?
All right, after I did the course, my sensei was DeAndre Canal. He was my master, my mentor, and a brother. And he used to want to teach me all the ropes, how to become a bodyguard, how to become professional, how to become, cleanliness, and know how to position yourself.
Well, I see you always wearing these suits and things. And from my experience in Trinidad and Tobago, bodyguards were really just in normal clothes like everyone else.
Right.
But I noticed a change in that in around the mid-2000s. I noticed a change in that. Did you by chance have something to do with that?
Yes, I will say I came back home to Trinidad 2001, and I went to various nightclubs. I went to like Upper Level, Coconuts. Those were the most popular clubs at the time.
Right.
And I went to Upper Level, I didn't see one security, or bouncer, if you want to call it. It was more like in plain clothes. And back then, Coconuts used to wear short pants and t-shirts. So I told myself, I should come to Trinidad and change the whole game.
Right.
And that's what I did. So I went to the worst club in Trinidad. I worked at the Lair Disco, and the owner was, rest in peace, Mickey Singh. And we end up telling him he wants to hire me. And I told him I accepted it. I ended up tell them what's the idea of professional security. Should be well noticeable, position, know how to treat people, know how to talk to people. And that was it. It started with the suits. Just a simple suit and a shirt, like a black shirt, and like Saturdays a white shirt.
So you were instrumental in creating that professional look and element and behavior, because I noticed, I mean, if you've been to a club in Trinidad and Tobago, chances are you have seen this man or you have met him, because he's the one either putting you out to the club or letting you into the club. Yeah. So you set a professional standard there, and I noticed a lot of clubs adapted that after your time.
That's correct.
And everyone, all the bouncers started wearing suits in the country, and they started looking professional, treating people professional and things like that.
That's
so
correct.
we give thanks to you for that, because bouncers used to rough you up for no reason a long time.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not about roughing up. Right now, these days, I always tell all my security, bouncers, even bodyguards, use your mouthpiece. This is your weapon. This is not your weapon no more. Use your mouthpiece. Mouthpiece is the way to tell people to calm them down, talk to them.
Check this out.
From origin to the top of the world.
So let's jump back now. Let's jump back into, so you did this bodyguard course and you decided to step out into this new field now. Yeah. So tell us some of your jobs, some of your first jobs in the States, and you know, some of the artists or bands that you may have worked for.
First of all, I want to say again, thank you for DeAndre Canad. He's the owner of Black Dragon, and I learned a lot. He taught me a lot, and my first job was KISS. I don't know if y'all know KISS.
KISS?
It's a rock and roll group.
Rock and roll group?
Yeah, rock and roll group. That was my first gig, and there was
With
four
Gene
guys.
Simmons,
With Gene Simmons, yeah. They put me with Gene Simmons. So it was a well experience. The fans swarmed them. It was well, you know what I mean? And I was young.
Handled it properly.
Yeah, of course, yeah, they're professional. All the time, yeah.
So KISS is a big name.
Yeah, KISS.
But that's not only that's not the only big name that you worked with.
Nah, I did a couple Foxy Brown, Lil Kim, 702, Black, and of course, rest in peace, Notorious BIG.
Notorious BIG. Right. So tell us a little bit about that job, because everybody who's looking at this show right now knows who Notorious B.I.G. is, unless you're living under a rock, right? So tell us a little bit about your experience with Biggie and, you know, being alongside him and things like that.
First of all, I got a call from Bad Boys Entertainment. They wanted to hire some real serious security bodyguard, and I was chosen because of my background, military, and everything else.
Right.
So I said, sure. I went to New York, met up with P. Diddy, of course, and was part of the team. Had to work with Gene Deal. Gene Deal was my boss. We worked with him, and we ended up doing our job, execute, make sure Biggie's good.
So what was the length of time would you say that you worked with Biggie?
It wasn't long, it was short, because I started with him in '96 after Tupac passed away. So when they did that, they pop up the bodyguards.
Right, definitely.
So they increased the bodyguards, so because we need somebody to be with Lil Kim, we need somebody to be with 112. So it was like that, so everybody had a position to play with. So I'll say about 6 to 8 months.
So that must have been an amazing experience.
Yeah, it was.
To be around Biggie and this age of rappers, when rap was now turning into an explosive thing. It was taking over the world, yeah?
Correct.
All right. Okay, so tell us some of your favorite moments, just maybe 2 of your favorite moments from being with Biggie, you know, rolling alongside and things like that.
Right. When he gets hungry.
When he gets hungry.
Yeah. He likes to eat.
Yeah, the freedom.
Yeah, he likes to eat. He had to get what he wants. Whatever he wants, you had to give it to him. What else? He loved working hard. He loved the studio. He loved to bring out the old classic, put it into the new. He was good at that. You know what I mean? What else?
Tell us a little bit about the impression that he had on the communities around him.
Oh, he was lovable. People loved him. He was a people's person. People drawn to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he loves to give back. And that was the thing that Christopher Wallace always did. He loves to give back to the community in the hood.
His biggest driving point.
Yeah, that was his driving point. Yeah.
Right, so rest in peace to the Notorious B.I.G. I mean, we're hearing it from one of the men who have been alongside him right here. And we hope we're heading along this interview. All right, so let's jump into, all right, so you did some bodyguard work in the States, and now a situation happened, and you decided to make a move back to Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah?
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about your transition back into the local.
After the scene with Notorious B.I.G., rest in peace, the job was slow. So it was no work how it used to be long time, you know. So I just decided to come back home to my root, Trinidad and Tobago, to see how it is. So I came back home, see how it is. And I would say that, I won't say it's slow, but it's backwards. That's what they call it in the Caribbean, they're backwards.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot, of course, in the States. So I took my talent, my knowledge, and I did it in Trinidad and Tobago. Like the dress code, the suits, being professional, become the best you could be. And I took that, just like how I used to play pro football and run track and field. You could do anything, put your mind into it, and stay focused. And that's what I did. I stayed focused. When I came back home in June 2001, I met, of course, Ellis Chalmers. He was like my personal father, best friend. Like they were all from Grandy, Sandy Grandy, and he was more like my godfather. Then I met his nephew, Tony Chalmers, and I became working alongside with him. Did watercolors, did all the concerts he brings down from Lionel Richie to Brian McKnight, Chris Brown, Maxi Priest, Buju Banton, Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, you could name him. Chinese Laundry was and is still the man today.
Big up to Laundry. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and he introduced me to Machel Montano.
Right.
And I guess, Machel was really curious about who I is. And he was interested in me. He had an eye on me.
Right.
So I ended up working alongside with Machel for a couple of years, to this day.
About how much years?
I said, 20 years now, because we're now in 2001 to 2022, so
right.
20 years.
20 years with Machel.
Mm-hmm.
And Machel is not the only artist that you worked with in Trinidad.
No.
So I want you to call some names for me.
Wow.
You don't have to call all.
No,
some of
trust me.
David mentions.
Faye Alliance, Budgie Garland, Sean Winchester, Destra Garcia, Patrice Roberts, Olatunji.
And not just the Caribbean, not just Trinidad.
Not just Trinidad.
The Caribbean.
I did a Caribbean. You see Jamaica, right now, if I go to Jamaica right now, Jamaica would embrace me because I did so much of Jamaica artists.
All right. Who was the first Jamaican artist that you did bodyguard services for? I would like to.
Junior Kelly. I never expected. I heard about Beverton Levy, but that time Junior Kelly had a big song called "My Sunshine." I think I can't remember the exact words, but that was huge. And the experience I had with him, I didn't know who he was. And boy, when them ladies come true the backstage. I had a bodily carry drink it straight to the backstage, straight to the vehicle.
Yeah.
Out one time because it was swamped. It was a big song, big tune.
Everybody wanted to be the sunshine.
Yeah, it was gonna be the sunshine, correct.
But Kelly is not the only Jamaican artist that you work with.
Nah.
You work with a lot of others. You want to mention some of them as well?
Of course. Bounty Killer, Beanie Man, Baby Sham, Capleton, Sizzler, Maxi Priest, Shaggy, Dexter Daps, Alkaline, Movado, Vibes Cartel, Popcorn. They just did Skilly Bang last month.
You just did Skilly Bang
last month. Yeah, just did Skilly Bang last month.
Skilly Bang is popping right now, yeah?
Yeah, he is. He did a music video in Trinidad.
Wow.
Yeah, and he recorded 4 songs.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So, I also did Squash, Jabalani. I can't even count so much I did. I can't even Ryjin King. I did a lot.
So you already know, if you need protective services, specialized protective services in and around the Caribbean, internationally, in Trinidad, outside, you know who to call already because everybody is calling this guy.
Check this out.
From origin to the top of the world.
Right, and you recently came back from the Bahamas,
That is correct.
right? Tell us a bit about that job. Who did you go to the Bahamas with?
I was booked by a company, record company, Restricted Records, and they asked me to bodyguard this local artist, Teflon, and from there.
What genre is Teflon?
Teflon is a dancehall, but they call it in Trinidad, Trinidad.
Trinidad.
Yeah, Trinidad was invented by various people, like puns.
Well, tell me a little bit about the birth of Trinidad because I know you were instrumental.
The birth of Trinidad. I want to make sure I get it correct. It was more like DJ puns and a lot of various people. It was instrumental, Super Hype, myself, Delicia Patterson, Gaza G. The people was more instrumental pushing the Trinidad. Oh, can't forget about Tech Sounds.
Tech Sounds.
You know what I mean? Tech Sound was instrumental of it. And don't forget the rest of the artists. And how the artists came so huge is Prince Wani.
Prince Wani.
Yeah, Prince Wani. I was this event in 2017, Chinatown, and the streets introduced me to him. So the streets told me they wanted to perform in Chinatown. And I said, yo, they only deal with other genres, majority soca, because Carnival's coming up. So they asked me, so I said, let me talk to the promoter. I talked to the promoter, Chinese, who was in Red 97, and told me, let him think about it. For the next 20 minutes, the kid performed on 20,000 people on stage and mash up, brother.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And that was the birth of Trinidad there.
Yeah, that was the birth of Trinidad because everybody was curious, who is he? They all ran up to me. Gaza G, she ran up to me asking who's that. I said that he's the future of dancehall. And that was it there. And I ended up introduced Prince Wani to Gaza G because she's into management.
Right.
So, and I said, yo, link up. And they exchanged numbers and that was it there.
Well, he's international right now. He's doing amazing things.
Yes, he is.
Big up to Prince Wani, Toppy Boss, Jelano, K-Lion, Rebel, all those Trinidad artists, big up to them. Yeah, but we're dealing with hip-hop right now, so we want to jump back into hip-hop.
No problem. Cool.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about, your views on hip-hop as a genre being looked at in the Caribbean.
Caribbean. A lot of people don't know, but hip-hop really came from the Caribbean, like especially in Jamaica and stuff, because a lot of people don't know Notorious BIG from Jamaica. A few artists is from the Caribbean, like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B has a little bit of Trinidad and Dominican Republic. There's a lot of artists from the Caribbean, and then They don't know. It's a hip hop.
So what you're saying is hip hop needs to be on the level of all the other genres that we deem worthy in the Caribbean. Because it's from here.
Even Trinidad James.
Trinidad
James is from Trinidad, and he's in all goals, and multi-platinum.
Check this out.
Hip-hop origin to the top of the world.
Alright, so as we come into a close of your interview shortly, I want to just jump back and I want you to tell me about the name Johnny Bravo. Because I know there's a cartoon out there called Johnny Bravo. And he's a big buff guy similar to yourself. But tell me, how did that name come about for you?
Alright, when I first came back to Trinidad in 2001, I started working in a club called the Layer Disco. And there was a situation happened with racial pride in one of the patrons because the song with I Was George, bumps in your bum bum in your belly, I can't remember the exact words. But a patron disrespected and I kind of spat at him, meaning like spit. He spit at him. And she called security. So I was in there with security, yeah. I grabbed the guy. The guy swung a punch at me, but he missed. And I picked him up bodily, like a body slam on his back, carry him out one arm, walking like a big, strong man, and the crowd saying, "Woo-hoo!" That's like a sense of humor, like, oh my God, what happened to him?
Right.
So I carry him on one arm, and the crowd said, Johnny Bravo. And I didn't know what it was. So I did my research, looked to my family, my cousins, they asked me, Johnny Bravo is a cartoon character. Big and strong, hair slanted, and he had no legs. And I said, I was like, okay.
So that's where you get that name.
Yeah.
And I know that because I've seen you outside of clubs. Really, I actually had the opportunity to see you in a fight one time. And I saw you kick the living daylights out of 4 guys outside of a club. Like serious, real bad. But I noticed as well, I know you like to dress professionally, but I noticed you always wearing some suspenders there.
Yeah, man.
Is that your signature look? Yeah, man, there we go.
This is my signature. So I told myself, I need to bring back the old days to dress. So I started bringing out the suspenders.
Keep it classic.
You know? So you gotta keep it professional, keep it classy.
So what advice would you say you would have to, first to begin with, somebody who is working in your line that works for artists and entertainers and actors and celebrities? What advice would you have for them in their line of work as you've been in this for 27 plus years?
First I want to say to everyone, whatever you do in life, what occupation you do, stay focused, be determined, be the best way you could be, especially when it comes to American football, basketball, track and field, even soccer, or even a police officer, even a bodyguard. Just be the best you can be. If you want to be a hip hop rapper or a drill artist, focus that craft, study it, be determined. If you want to be president of the United States, you could do that. It's all how bad you want it.
Check this out.
Hip-hop origin to the top of the world.
So, Mr. Da Costa, as we come to a close of this amazingly insightful interview, I'm going to let you have the floor now. Pick up your team, your crew, your peoples. Camera is yours.
First I want to thank God to become who I am today. I want to thank my family. I want to thank my sensei, my mentor, my teacher, my brother, DeAndre Canal from Black Dragon, Dungeon Life. I want to thank all the fans from Trinidad and Tobago. I want to thank the streets. I want to thank the soca artists, the international artists, the Trinidad artists, and of course, the dancehall artists. it wasn't for y'all, I want to be who I am today. And it takes hard work and dedication to become who I am today. Just be determined and stay focused. Stay hungry. Stay grounded. That's it.
That's it. That was it for this interview with Kevin Da Costa, Kevin G Da Costa, aka Johnny Bravo. If you need protective services, you don't need to look anywhere else. Come look for this guy, because he got you. Hip Hop Origins, we out.
What we do here is go back, 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 back.
It be the boogie Tempo.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to hit that bell to get notifications for more things Tempo.